Hello.
Like that?
Huh. I'm gonna take it the big one got reduced to dust. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I could have sworn there was a big one that I fought. Wasn't that one? Oh. What? Alright, well. Yeah, whatever works. There's a Mantiqueen over there. Yeah.
I was just getting started.
All right. There's still something over there too.
Got it. Heads down.
Yeah, it's really nothing. Okay, great.
All right, here we go.
Dang it. Okay. So that should be everything then. You know, when they first mentioned Mantisaurs, I was like, okay, this ain't that bad. You know what? I think I've been here and I wasn't able to get in. Well, now I can. Yay.
Nicely done.
Hey, that's a lot. There's a lot of actual, like, money here. Interesting. Hemlock's eye patch. Protective clothing with safety harness, gold. Huh. And it said dialogue plus? This one, protective safety harness. My bad. Sorry about that. Nice and light. Interesting. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So we got everything we need from here? No, we didn't even check this computer, did we? Following messages are available for retrieval. Status report number 1. Tunnels are in, cables are laid. Devil's Peak is receiving, but we're waiting on signal confirmation from the outpost. This whole place stinks of sulfur. We should have bought mess. I'm sure I heard something in the caverns beneath the tower. Something's living there. Here's something we don't unsettle it, or else that place ain't gonna be safe for our cable boys. Status report number 2. We've got signal from Amber Heights, Stellar Bay, and Cascado. Still waiting on word from the Bayside Terrace and Aurora Ridge. I ought to note that I was right about those caverns. They ain't safe, some kind of, hell I don't know, a big thing with claws. I ain't an animal scientist. Can't wait to get the hell off this rock. Closure of work order. Work order number UDL-211 has been completed. This substation will now be disabled and closed off. It should be noted that the lead engineer, Franklin Walskowicz, has perished due to a workplace accident involving hostile wildlife in the Devil's Peak Caverns. It should be further noted that Mr. Walkowitz's complaints regarding the dangers of the Terra 1 wildlife have been redacted. Halcyon Referendum number 207, Terra 1 Hazard Clause. Yeah. Manual log entry. Gonna die for this damn fool errand, I know it. He said Amber Heights was gonna have more bits than we could spend. Those suited morons up and spent it all for us. Books and vases and pretty shit. You can't even freak. You can't eat a book. Look at us now. Of all the closets to coop up in and lick our wounds, we had to choose one that's set to lock itself up. Feel like a marauder digging at the walls like this, but we gotta get out of here before we starve. It ain't possible, but Nelson over there is trying to keep our spirits up, and I don't got the energy to fight him on it. Screw that Bryant fella. Eyes bigger than his stomach. Well, them's the breaks. I'm just imagining a person going through their different outfits and like, oh, this one makes me smarter. This one makes me more likable. All kinds of nonsense. Well, this allows us to kill 2 birds, 1 stone. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Woo! That's a statement. Don't free your slaves. Woohoo! No.
Felix, overheard you listening to Tossball. You a fan?
Am I a fan, she asks. I've been a fan since the Rangers won the Tripicale Crown.
Right. Explain something to me. What the hell is the point of the 6-back?
Oh, it's easy. See, the 6-back protects the 4th back from the 8th back. You want to think of the 6-back as your 12th line of defense, yeah? Unless, and this is important, the game's in the 3rd half. In that case, a good 6-back knows how to pivot toward defense in case the other team runs the field.
I'm even more confused now. I'm just gonna turn my brain off and try to enjoy it.
Also the slogan of the Anti-Cleo Darlings.
That's funny.
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
Found a bunch of data cartridges.
Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
He caused the attack?
Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live?
I always figured Mr. Bryant for a man of character. In the end, though, it was just another name on a long list of frauds.
Yeah. He had us all fooled. Now I've got to sort out how to break it to the rest of my people. Look, I need to think. Plan. Figure out if I should talk to him or shoot him. Or both. Just don't give him the module yet. Give me a little time. I'll meet you at his place.
You got a second?
What's up?
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
Is this about Graham?
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
Graham's a piece of trash.
He's putting it kindly, boss. Graham's worse than trash. He's a traitor. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
I mean, he allowed it to happen.
I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the one who held the gun and pulled the trigger. All he did was turn a key. The thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between right and wrong is turning a key, or looking the other way, or keeping your mouth shut when you ought to speak up. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Uh-huh. Can I now talk to you?
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once-
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
What do you plan to do with it?
Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies.
You really think the board will just attack you?
Why wouldn't they? As we speak, our message assaults their populace through their favorite entertainment mediums. Surely their retaliation will come soon.
Before we get to that, I want to know something.
All right.
Never mind.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
I mean, yes, I have.
At last. Now we must secure the Stellar Bay landing pad. We will fortify the city against the board's assault.
I'm all for fighting the board and all, but... oh, shit. Just don't shoot too many of my drinking buddies in there, all right?
And you, Captain. Are you prepared?
I don't suppose you could work with Sanjar rather than against him?
No. Our hearts have long since closed to one another. He is blinded by his love for bureaucracy.
Alright, I'm leaving that
Time is
conversation.
of the essence, Captain. Be swift.
Whatever. What to do? Because at this point...
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
I mean, shock and disbelief. Yeah, most of my friends are still on Earth.
Right, forgot about that. Though, shock and disbelief's a good way to put it. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Sounds important to you.
Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Yup. Well, at this point...
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
I don't know what to do. Not yet. 1 second. So I gave that to them. The only thing I have left is to just be like, yo man, you've messed up.
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
My bad. I know you're responsible for the death stuff. You murderer! Murderer!
When I founded the Iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this planet's past. Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? Was that some gruesome plot to clear a path for my dreams? My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was an incidental tragedy. I'd have walked this path with or without it.
Okay. That didn't answer my questions. Yeah, you set pirates on innocent people.
I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while I slept in Stellar Bay. And regardless, we're discussing a past long since left behind. Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't curse my people. When the entire colony has embraced our truth, perhaps then the perpetrator will come into the light. Until then, it does us no good to dwell on past mistakes.
Okay, for the sake of argument, why do you imagine the perpetrator might have done it?
If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be so obsessed with dismantling their regime that I'd turn to desperate measures. I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, and that we will persevere where they do not. But back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture, I can understand a lesser man than myself making a terrible, ghastly mistake.
Yeah, massacre is not a... But yeah, why did they deserve it?
If MSI had abandoned this place and taken to Terra 2, any hope for our salvation would have been lost. Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon Board, we are free to grow as the universe intended. Had we fled with MSI, our spirits would have withered. You've seen that withering yourself. The colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented the slim possibility of saving the souls of Terra 2. Here we are, poised to do just that.
I have a feeling that people would not agree with you.
If that's the case, they are free to say so. and I will take their opinions into consideration after we've accomplished our goals. For now, our sights must remain on spreading our message. Let us speak no more of this. The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
Yeah, I can't give it to him. Forget that nonsense. I don't know why it won't let me move on from here, but... How do I leave this place? Wait. Oh, okay.
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Got a few more questions for you. They're real simple. Don't think about them too much.
All right.
You ever lured out your prey by mimicking the cry of a mantisaur?
No, monarch prey ain't that smart. You can lure them to you by firing blindly into the air.
Is it true that raptidons can't see you if you stand perfectly still?
Yes. Next time we run into one, I want to see you practicing.
You ever fired off 2 guns at the same time?
Once. Backflipped while doing it too. That Sprat never saw it coming.
Huh. Are they back out there? That's weird. Hello. Okay. Give the module to Sanjar, get the module to Graham, convince MSI and the Iconoclast to negotiate. So yeah, I'd have to literally be like, yo, I need you out of the picture forever. Ugh, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, really. But I can do it. Alright, we'll try one more thing, and then if not,
So tell me, what do you eat when you're out exploring? It's trail rations, right?
No, that stuff will turn your stomach purple.
What? But I love trail rations. Rizzo's makes them with extra cysty bits.
You ought to try something without so many additives. Something pure. Vodka comes to mind.
Captain, we should chat.
Cool.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
I'm agreeing with that, actually. But are you going to run it up with...
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
What will you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
But most of them still believe in him and his teachings.
Sometimes, you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
Fair enough.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
We're not here to argue, we're acting.
Yes, we are acting. On Stellar Bay. What's this about?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
I mean, she'll be a better leader. She actually cares about people. You just care about spreading your message. Ain't no point in message if there are no people, so forget you.
How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me.
And they won't be here if you keep on going.
Ground up. Have brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
You feel super guilty.
Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty.
But you did it.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't what I want to do, though.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Here they come!
Can we do that again?
Thank you.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts. It never feels right. But this time, it's especially rough. You got the... Boyd held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Inspirational! What was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one.
That's not exactly it, but you've got a point. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right, if he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
I've already spoken to him. He's agreed to meet.
Well then, I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
I did it! I leveled up again! Where are we meeting up? Okay, right out there. Oh.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
Huh. That's a spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
If it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
You don't have weeks. Like, legit, you will lose.
Though I admit I'd rather not. I've shed enough blood as it is.
Is the only choice here between fighting and starving? Oh, we've got to be practical.
Sanjar, I will beat you upside the head with whatever clipboard you try and draw up these plans. Just make an agreement. Like, legit, just make an agreement. Stop being so... overbearing with it.
So forceful. You know I love your little displays.
I will punch you in the face.
Perhaps I'm being hasty. After all, I'm rather good with numbers. I'm certain we can find a way to make this work.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Thank the Eternal. As poetic as murdering him in his sleep would have been, I'm glad we don't have to.
I'm confused. The look on your face does not match the words you just said.
Come on, you can't be this obtuse. Tell me Graham wasn't working alone. He couldn't have.
Careful, Zora. Graham was Sanjar's friend.
His friend? His friend? Are you fucking kidding me, Captain? I've been standing with Graham for the better part of a decade, while this paperclip cowboy sat behind his walls.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something. But you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondence between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
Mr. Nandi says he don't know a thing. I say we take his word for it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Alright, so did you have a thing to do with it or not, Sanjar? For real.
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse. I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with. Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
Good.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
Gotta be honest, Captain. Never thought I'd see the day. You've done a good thing for Monarch here.
Whew. Awesome. Eh.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Oh.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Dang it. Great.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Interesting. Let's see. Store that. Wow, this would actually fill you up pretty quickly, huh? Okay, let's see what we got here. I think I'd rather do that. I'm confused. Does it make it go up or... Anyways. Shield projector. Okay. Oh, cool. Tech skills be increased with this, or your dialogue skills. Well, it already has dialogue skill on it, so I'm like, just give it a tech skill. And last, ooh, increases carrying capacity. Increases carrying capacity. Oof, geographic scanner. I don't know, do I want this or do I want this? This will give me more space for carrying. I think I'd rather take... Oh no. Dang it. Like, this sounds useful. This one seems like it's made for, like, you know, being on your own a lot more, though. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll go with this one. Okay. These are the only weapons I have, apparently. Well, I guess let's repair all that. Guess these are the only ones that have the ability to be modified. Speed grip's already attached. Huh. Oof. Got your plasma, you're in. That's really cool though. So like, does the same thing happen with this? Where it's like, yep, you could change it to in-ray. But nothing really changes. It just changes the damage type. It does say it takes it down 50%. This changes it to plasma. Corrosion. Shock. Changes it to heavy. There's so many weapons. And some of them can't even be messed with. Like these over here. These can't be messed with. But normal ones can. No. Well, with how it is, I think I'd rather give it the, I mean, let's try N-Ray, see how it works. Then scopes. Applies a 6. Jeez. It already has an extendo sight on it, so grenade launcher. Rate of fire is increased. But you lose fun time. And now this part, which allows you to change the damage type. Corrosion, shock, plasma. And now this. Handles and type. N-ray, just normal, then a plasma. It's really cool because you get to really see what these can do. Anyways. $240.